Good morning, Cabot High. I'm Peyton Scruggs.
And I'm Ethan Lemons.
Here's Mr. Fossinelli with this week's message.
Good morning. What a great first week we've had. We've had quite a few changes, but all of you seem to have adjusted well and are settling into your new schedules. I do realize that anytime there are changes, there are also periods of adjustment. And with the second week of school winding down, I'm proud to say that things seem to be getting a little less hectic. But there are a few reminders that I would like to share with you as we move forward into our third week of school. First, if you're still contemplating a change in your schedule, time is running out. Your green schedule change form is due to your counselor by this Friday, August the 30th, if you intend to change any of your classes. If you have any questions, you can always email your counselor. Remember that if you drive to school, you must purchase a parking pass. If you've already purchased your parking pass, thank you. But if you are currently driving to school and you do not have a parking pass, the deadline to purchase is this Friday, August the 30th. The cost is $25, and you have to have your proof of insurance, your driver's license, and your registrations. You also need to know your license plate number. You can purchase your parking pass in the office before school, during lunch, after school, between classes, or during 2B1. You may also purchase your parking pass online at cabotschools.org. This Friday is our first football game, and it is at home against the Fayetteville Purple Dogs. To help us get ready for the game that night, we are going to have a pep rally in the courtyard during 2B1 on Friday. Teachers, when the 9:40 bell rings to end second period, send your students to the courtyard. Students, leave your backpacks and your belongings in your second period class. You will be able to return after the pep rally to pick up your belongings. And students, we would love for you to come to the game Friday night in support of our Panthers. Just remember, when you do come, you are representing Cabot High School. And please do not bring baby powder, artificial noisemakers, or like bullhorns and speakers. And absolutely no face paint. There's one last item that I do need to mention, and I need the teachers and the students to help us with this. As all of you know, all of our doors are locked during the day, except for during class changes. This has been one of our most difficult and challenging changes. The doors are locked for your safety and security, and it is being done because it is state mandated. In other words, we're required by law to have all of our exterior doors locked throughout the day. At times, this can be very frustrating, but I promise you we are going to adjust and get through this. As I mentioned previously, changes are not easy and can take time to get used to. There are a few things that we can do to make this adjustment easier and more beneficial for everyone. Moving forward, there are going to only be 2 doors accessible in the main complex during classes. If you're in an outer building and you're called to the main complex, you need to use either door number 2, which is the door located by the math wing side, which is by the entrance to the media center. The other door is door number 3, which is located on the social studies wing side, which is by the exit door of the media center. Please, if you're called to the office during class, use one of those 2 doors to enter the main complex. Teachers, after this week, please start limiting your students leaving your classroom during instructional time. Student schedules should be set after this week, and most of our Chromebook issues have been resolved. So hopefully the comings and the goings are going to get fewer and fewer. This is especially hard on our office staff. So teachers, especially those in Champs Hall, Agri and Broadcasting, Auto Tech, Construction, Fine Arts, and ROTC, please be mindful of and keep your students in the appropriate building. Students do not need to be going from building to building during class time. In the morning, all of our main complex doors and the cafeteria entrances will be unlocked at 6 a.m. The other buildings will unlock at 7:40. At that time, you may enter into an outer building. If it is before 7:40, the doors are going to be locked. Please do not ring the office for access. During lunch, the only place we are allowed to eat is in the cafeteria, in the courtyard, or in the main building. We are not allowed to eat in any other outer buildings. So students, please do not ring the office for access to an outer building during lunchtime. Outer buildings, teachers, if you choose to have an agreement with a student or a group of students to eat lunch in your classroom, then it is your responsibility to give access to those students. Again, the office will not allow access to outer buildings during lunch. I realize this is a lot of information. We have had a great start to school. I'm so proud of our students and how we have responded to these changes. You have done great with cell phones, and you have done a wonderful job adjusting to our new start time. I know we will continue to get better. Let's have a great year, and let's enjoy this 3-day weekend we have coming up. And as always, go Panthers.
Thank you, Mr. Fasanelli, and thank you for watching Sage TV.
Have a great day, Cabot High.